Good morning, it's me again. I'm doing pretty good here today. It's cold and yucky and ugh. I got my check. Yay! But it wasn't very big, so it's already pretty much gone. I got Christmas presents. I got I got I just remembered that I forgot something. It's fine. My daughter will probably pick it up. Um, because it's not that big a deal. Um, I got my Christmas presents. I got some stuff we need to keep the house running. I got like toilet paper. I got myself some conditioner and I got salt. I got tags from my store. I don't remember what else I got. I don't feel good, G. Am I too cold? Maybe. Cat's driving me nuts. He ain't been letting me sleep much. So my brain is like, he's so cute, but he just won't shut up. I don't know. It's that Siamese in him, I guess. Maybe he doesn't like the weather. Seems to be getting a little anxious for some reason. Every time I open the door, he's like shoots out, and then the other cat hisses at him, and he shoots back in. So it's like, dude, really? Um, uh, yeah. So I just got back from the store from spending the last little bit of my money. So now I don't have any money. Um, well, like I said, the one thing that I forgot, Chanel will probably pick it up at work because, yeah, she works at the store and she has really cool discounts. So, um, yeah, I had to get the salt for the stairs and then because the shipping guys are freaking out. We can't shovel it because it's ice. There's like snow on top of ice. We can't shovel it. Um, so, yeah, there's that. So, uh, hopefully we don't need any more of that de-icer because that's really what cost a lot of money. I got the pet friendly kind because we don't want the animals to get sick or hurt. Um, so I don't even know if I got enough because that ice is kind of thick. But I could hear it working. It was like popping and cracking. So hopefully it'll get enough of the ice off of the stairs to where the package people won't complain so much. I made an attempt. I tried. They can't really get too mad at me about it. When I get some more money, maybe I'll get some more de-icer if nobody else does, because it is expensive. So, um, what are you doing? Ugh. Oh, this cat's gonna drive me nuts. Um, just trying to get everything going that needs to go and, all the stuff done. I was able to afford, oh, yarn, that's what I was able to afford to get some yarn so that I can get some projects done up so that I can at least pretend to keep up with the sales I'm getting. And I am getting quite a few sales because I have a lot of things that are reasonable priced. Um, the thing with the yarn is the yarn prices haven't really gone up that much, and if you're really careful, you can find it on sale and get it like super cheap. So I don't really have to like shoot my prices up for crafting because I've always known I'm not gonna get my my costs. And then like yeah, but if you get say I do go to like Fred Meyer's and spend like $7 on a skein, but I make a bunch of stuff that sells $5 and I can get at least eight, whatever that is. We'll say 6, 8, whatever that is. So that's 30, $40. So I still made money. Yeah, so that's how I'm managing to not have to charge too much. Plus I got a lot of scrap yarn. Once I get done with this Christmas where I have to just keep going with the newer yarns to keep up with some of the stuff that is selling, then I can get back onto the scrap, mostly work on scrap projects and build my stocks back up. I thought the Baby Yodas would be more popular this year because of how popular they were last year, but either people don't notice them or most of the customer base bought them last year because they're not as popular as I was expecting them to be. But I'm gonna be catching up on the Cocoa Cups and the sus dudes and stuff like that that are selling that I'm having a trouble keeping up with. I ordered tags because I couldn't buy them at the store because they're out. Which is a common thing this time of year. I think they'll get here in time before John has to go to my store again, so. And I have a tag making box downstairs somewhere. I just have to remember to go down and find it. I might even have a few more tags down there. Oh, neuropathy's ridiculous. Uh, uh. Yeah, the weather's setting off some issues with the fibro. You probably tell I'm like really groggy. My voice sounds weird to me. I don't have a sore throat or anything. It just sounds weird. Um, so yeah, that's a thing. I haven't heard nothing from Social Security. Don't really. There's still no jobs on the babysitter site. Um, so I'm just doing a little update. Things are just trying to get my stress levels down. Trying to get people to understand that I don't have what they think I have because it seems like everybody thinks I've got all this whatever money and I don't. Ugh, kind of driving me crazy. Feel bad for not being able to pay the guy to shovel the walk because I'd have him come back and do it again if I had the money because I feel bad not paying him. But yeah, get some more ice or stuff maybe. I don't know. I feel really stressed out right now for whatever reason. And the shopping wasn't as easy as it usually is. I mean, Christmas time can be very stressful. But I got the shopping done that I can, and I am trying to work up some stuff for sales. If I get some private sales, that'd be great because then I could do cash. Um, but that would require somebody in Spokane understanding that I'm selling crafts and like coming here and doing stuff, but I can't. But the Facebook sales page, I have no idea. No idea. It was harder than heck to figure out how to set it up. It operates like a personal page, which I don't need another personal page. There's a lot of con artisty stuff being posted on it. I want to drop it, but it won't let me. So, because I can't use it. I mean, I cannot use it. Um, but Marketplace is somewhere that I can deal with, so maybe I'll try doing posts on Marketplace. Try to get a few more things done up so that maybe I can get my December Christmas sales going, and then hopefully my brain keeps functioning long enough for me to actually do some of this shit. I'm just so that's just where I am right now. I'm a little frazzled and I'm not sure what to do, and I'm trying, but I feel like I'm failing because I just don't have enough money. No matter what I do, I don't have enough money. But I'm sure a lot of people are like that too. Hopefully I'll hear something soon from Social Security and I'll know what's going on with that. And I'll know if I'm in for another fight or if I'm in for a check finally. So, hoping it's the check finally. But, I can't really work. I can't work long enough hours. I can't do hard enough work. I just can't. Um, I can't do what a lot of these employers want me to do because I'm limited. I can't work as long as a lot of them want me to work because of my limitations. And that's why I can't work. It's my back injury that's causing the problem. If the dumb jerk hadn't decided to ram me with a shopping cart, I would probably still be working at Walmart because I couldn't get a job anywhere else in Bellingham. So yeah, um the only reason I was in any danger of losing my apartment at all was because I wasn't working. Um, and that program I was on wouldn't let me switch programs, and they wouldn't let me move and switch programs. They, but they were threatening to kick us out because we'd been in there too long. So, yeah. But yeah, I don't mind Spokane too much. The parents aren't too bitchy this morning. I'm just waiting on the trash man to come so I can see if I can drag the can back into the back. Salted the walk for the delivery people, but I don't think we're gonna get any of my packages. None of them look like they've shipped. I got a delivery failure notice from FedEx, or it looked like it was from FedEx, but it's actually from some other place. So there might be a delivery failure notice scam going around. I mean, there's so many scams going around these days, it wouldn't even surprise me. I mean, I hear all these other YouTubers that are more successful. I've got like 4 subscribers, which I think is pretty amazing considering that it's just me going, hi, I suck. My life sucks. My update, a little bit better, still sucks, you know? Um, because I think a lot of people are in the same boat right now. I think we just kind of understand where we're coming from. I mean, I'm trying to be a disability friendly thing with like trying to be like helping people to understand what these some of disabilities mean, and maybe I can do some posts on the different things about disabilities if I can keep my mind focused, because sometimes I just can't. I don't know what's wrong with my brain. I'll go all over the place. I'm trailing all over the place. People keep trying to tell me it's ADHD, but I do not have ADHD. I've got fibromyalgia, and I have had several head injuries, and that's why I swear a lot. I have no filter. I'm missing 2 or 3 filters, so, and the older I get, the harder it is to not just um but it creates problems because people ask me a question, I'll just blurt out an honest answer, and they're like, "You were honest," because people can't handle reality these days. Um, I don't know how bad your reality is. I hope it doesn't suck too much. And I'm noticing a lot, like, I think a lot of people are stressed out right now because I've been noticing a lot about suicides and murders and overdoses, and don't have to kill yourself. We're just in a hard patch. It'll get better eventually. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but we go through these cycles. It's really rough for a while, and then it gets better, and then it's really rough for a while, and then it gets better. I just hope we don't slip into another depression because so many people are gonna just lose it. They're not gonna be able to handle it. Um, but I'm doing the best that I can, and I'm trying to keep trucking on. And that's pretty much all you can do. I try to explain my conditions to people sometimes too, and they just don't get it. I don't know if they don't want to get it, or if the fact that the disability that I happen to have, as far as what I've been diagnosed with, is hit and miss, is what I think they have a hard time with. It's kind of like people hearing that my son's autistic and then just assuming he's a retard because they're used to like what the media shows you as autistic, and they're like tardy McTargerton, and no, that's not. Most autistics are not stupid. Most autistics are very, very bright. Um, oh yeah. Garbage truck. Sorry about that. The garbage truck distracted me. Most autistics are very, very bright. They just struggle with being able to express themselves, and then they also have a hard time with some of the social interactions because it's um they don't really get it. That's like autism, like autism. But the issue with autism is a lot of them have like piggyback disorder. Um, and it's like from when Eli was born, I was pretty much told that it's almost 100% of autistics have the piggybacks. You get the basic autism. We get this really bright person who has struggles with expressing themselves for whatever reason. Like some of them can't talk. Eli can talk. He talks too much sometimes. Just gets obsessing, because that's the thing. If they don't talk, you don't know what's going on. But if they do talk, they're going to obsess, and you're still not really going to know what's going on because they're just blah, blah, blah. But yeah, they're very bright people who have troubles expressing themselves and don't always feel comfortable with social situations, especially if it's a lot of people. There's a lot going on. But then some of them have these other conditions going on, like if my son has epilepsy, or he had epilepsy on top of the autism. He kind of grew out of the epilepsy, but he's getting some stomach issues that I'm a little concerned about. But they did find a little growth problem, a little malfunction where he just something that didn't grow right, so it's not draining correctly, and that's probably got something to do with whatever caused that to happen is probably causing his stomach to be weird. So now we got to put him on a diet, and I'm worried about it because there's all this other stuff going on with the roommates, and it's hard. The food stuff is hard because there's 5 of us and everybody wants to eat all the time. So sometimes it's hard to get into the kitchen, and sometimes it's hard to convince them to stop eating your food. So yeah, it's a pretty common roommate thing. Um, but it can be really stressful and frustrating. I try to talk to them about it, and they just don't want to. They just dismiss it. So yeah. um, I'd move out now, but we can't afford to be paying for another place because one of the roommates is basically supporting his mother, and that's part of the problem. Um, it's just the issue that we're having is that it seems like she is taking advantage of him, and we can't get him to understand that, which is yeah, because I mean, like, I totally get that she needs help with the rent and the bills and all that stuff. You don't need her getting evicted or having her power turned off, especially in Spokane this time of year. But at the same time, yeah, she doesn't need to be at the beauty salon if I'm understanding that correctly. So yeah, that's just my little frustration with that. Uh, but he'll eventually figure it out, or something will change, and it'll get better. Um, Hopefully it'll get better soon. And then everybody will feel less stress, and like the seasons will go fine. I'm trying to figure out Christmas dinner because now Eli has to be on a special diet. Well, he probably needed to be on the whole time, just nobody told me. Nobody gave me any idea of what was going on with him. So they told him go back to his normal diet, and now he's getting signs that he's getting ulcers again because they didn't give him any clues as to what he should be avoiding. But we did figure out that it was like fast food and alcohol. But so he didn't drink for a while. But then we had some stuff come up, and yeah, yeah, then that happened. So now we know he can't drink at all. Um, at least not for a while. And then I think if he does drink, we'll probably have him drink something more like I'm likely to drink, like a wine or something that's lower alcohol content. But I don't think he's gonna drink again for a while. He's old enough to drink, and he's not super disabled, so um, and he doesn't overdo it when he drinks. It's just his stomach is having some hard times processing certain things, and I'm finding out that by looking it up, I'm finding out that a lot of them have hard time with like fats and salts, and alcohol is definitely one. The high sugar contents are definitely one, and the caffeinated, especially high caffeinated, carbonated, yeah, all that stuff that he loves. But he is getting better from this one pretty quick, so hopefully he understood what was happening soon enough. So that's good because he's a really bright boy. He just has his troubles. Uh, um, but yeah, I just get tired of the way people present autism in like the media, where they try to make them all look either like they're super geniuses or they're like way tarded, and it's just that's just not. There's a lot of that in between. There's a lot there in the middle that they don't talk about. And I mean, like, it does happen. I mean, like, that you will have an autistic that's a super genius and they like completely don't get certain things. Because I've seen it. Like with my son, he's bringing in so much information at a young age that he was literally picking and choosing what he cared about, and if he wasn't interested, he didn't pick it up. And the social stuff. So he had his sister, so she's the one that's doing all the social stuff. It's like, okay, that's her thing, you know. And so yeah, so he's actually very, very intelligent. Um, but there's just some things he just doesn't process well. He doesn't process stress well. He doesn't process being around a lot of people. He doesn't process new people. He doesn't, you know, he doesn't always know how to say what he's feeling. Um, and that's just that's the difficult part. he has fears and anxieties, and you know, some of them wouldn't make sense to a normal if he was normal. I guess I'll put that in air quotes because normal is irrelevant sometimes, because everybody has a different normal. Um, yeah, he's actually pretty normal other than that because when you look at like if your behavior's getting you arrested, then that's not normal. And he hasn't done anything like that. He hasn't got any criminal history. Um, he hasn't had a lot of problems, that kind of stuff. So yeah. Um, it's really nice to have conversations with him when he's not freaking out about something, which is actually most of the time. Um, that he's not freaking out about something is actually most of the time. Lately, he's been a little upset because he has to do the thing where they put the camera down his throat and like look around in his stomach. He has to do that, and again for the ulcer, make sure that it's healing right. So yeah, he's not happy about that. But we're helping him get onto a diet, even though the diet was very confusing. So hopefully, if they offer the dietitian this time, he actually takes it because I don't know what to do. I'm kind of at my wits' end because I'm pretty restricted because of my health issues. There's a few things that I can't eat for various reasons. Um, and if I feel like if I restrict it too much, I'm gonna get sick. So we can't have one person getting better while the other person's getting sick. So that's what I'm trying to like prevent. That's just a complicated thing. But I think once we get him healthier, he should be able to go back to at least a fairly normal diet. Maybe have some fast food every once in a while. We were doing once a month and it was fine, but then the stuff happened and you know things happen. Um, but yeah, I feel like I'm going a little long, just kind of rambling on about my son's autism. Because I feel like it's important to know that it's all different. They're all different people. Like my nephew, um, my nephew has something going on where he can't process. He wasn't storing for a while, and there was some other stuff that wasn't happening for a while too. And it seems like he got past a certain age, and now it seems like he's starting to get better. I mean, I don't think he is considered nonverbal. I think they do consider him to be quite profoundly delayed um, on a number of levels. But I've noticed in the last few years, especially in his early 20s, which he should never have made it to, he's actually doing better. He's getting some developmental improvements. I mean, it's not massive, but we have noticed that he's getting a little chubby, which is good. And he's got a few more words from my understanding, and he's trying to walk. So um, I can't discredit me just discredit people just because they've been diagnosed with a specific disorder that you only know because somebody is it's because of how media portrays them or how some relative or friend that has a kid with the similar disability portrays their child. I mean, like it seems like the media wants people to hate autistics or something for the most part. Um, but it's like I always tell people they want to know how I feel, then they should watch The Big Bang Theory because Eli is a lot like Sheldon, except Sheldon is an exaggeration. He's an extreme exaggeration, and I feel a lot like Leonard, where it's just like, but you don't leave. You get frustrated. You feel like the parent, even if you're not the parent. I am the parent, but I know the feeling. It's just I thought that was done really well done to present not only autism but like the nerd geek culture because I didn't try to cram the all of the nerd stereotypes into one character because I think that's what kind of made some of the programming annoying because you have that one really neurotic nerd character. It was like, yeah, so that's the Big Bang Theory actually presents it well because you've got several characters with different nerd stereotype attributes. So it's not like trying to cram it all into one person. So that was like I liked that because it gave more of a personality. They have more diverse backgrounds. It's better. Yeah, I thought that was a better representation of the autism situation. Um, but yeah, I know it's a controversial subject, and it is difficult for a lot of them to get or maintain work because people don't always understand their little quirks. Um, if I could, if I could figure out how to do it, I would come up with a way to make make jobs for people with certain level of disabilities, and I'd probably hire me some autistics because I know they're pretty smart. I just don't know if I could keep them on task because that's the thing. If they're not interested in what they're doing, they kind of wander off. So that's the thing. But yeah, I really liked my son's company since he's gotten old enough to actually have a conversation, and I can actually talk to him like a person instead of having to be the mommy kid kind of feeling like you're talking down because you're not trying to, but they just don't understand so much. You got to try to find the words so that you're not overloading their little brains. Um, though I did for the most part speak to them as though I was speaking to a normal person because I know that my job as a parent is to raise them to be an adult, and this talking to them like that's not helping anybody. So yeah, especially with seeing that my son was advancing way faster. He was advancing way faster at a very young age. He said his first word at 2 months, and then within a week had a 10-word vocabulary. And then he had a seizure and lost it. So yeah, I really enjoy him being around. He keeps me company. Pretty smart little dude. He helps me with stuff when I can't figure it out. And yeah, autism's good. Don't listen too much to what the media's try to tell you. They're not all retarded. They're not all a problem. And even when they do have issues that would consider them to be profoundly delayed, they're not bad. I mean, I like spending time with my nephew. He's silly. He's way more intelligent. I can tell that he's way more intelligent than he can let on. He can't let on. So just don't hate on the autisms because they're not bad people. They're good people. They're just kind of stuck, I guess. But yeah, I feel like I'm rambling, so and it's getting long, so I'm gonna skip off. And if you guys like what I'm doing, then like and subscribe. And um, I kind of impromptu talked about a disability. Um, yeah, and if you guys have topics you want to talk to me about, like maybe I can help you look up some information for something, or because right now I'm just crocheting and just all I do is crochet and I'm bored. I get bored. I don't have a lot of people to talk to. I don't have a lot going on. Um, and it's winter, so it's hard to get out anyway. I don't know if even if I got Social Security, I don't think I'd be going out anytime soon because I don't want to go outside right now. As much as I don't want to. I do have to go get the trash can because the trash man came. But other than that, I don't want to go outside. No. But I'm gonna end the video and I'll talk to you guys later. And I hope you're having a good day. And I hope your Christmas goes well. And I hope you're not too stressed out. And I hope if you are, you can find a way to unstress. Because that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna get the stupid trash can, and I'm gonna unstress. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.